I welcome all of you once again to my class. My name is Jewel and today I am going to take the continuation of lesson 2. This is of class 5. I am dealing with ICSE Syllabus Cordova publications. Please like, share and please subscribe to my channel if you like to hear my further chapters from this textbook. Now let's go to the remaining part of the lesson. How do you think this operation process was different from today's operation process? This incident took place almost 26 centuries ago. As we read, we realize what susruta did was not very different from what a surgeon would do today. See, this took place in 26 centuries ago, and what we understand that what susruta did was not different from what the surgeons are doing now. In fact, to recognize susruta as the father of surgery would not be wrong. So we can call susruta as the father of surgery. He has also been called the first plastic surgeon. Susruta is also called the first plastic surgeon. This great ancient Indian physician is the main author of the treatise Susruta Samhita. That is, Susruta also is the author of the treatise. What is treatise? A piece of writing on a particular subject is called treatise, and the treatise which Susruta wrote is called Susruta Samhita. The Susruta Samhita is one of the most important treatises on medicine and addresses on all the aspects of medicine and surgery. So what is written in Susruta Samhita? All the things related to on medicine and addresses all the aspects of medicine and surgery. This treatise has medical knowledge that is of relevant even for the modern day physicians and surgeons. That is, the physicians and surgeons even of this modern day, they refer to this treatise which Susruta made, that is called the Susruta Samhita. The Kitab Shah Shun al-Hindi, also known as Kitab Hai Susrut, is actually an Arabic translation of this treatise. There is also an Arabic translation of this treatise. The Kitab Shah Shun al-Hindi is also known as the Kitab by Susrud, is also the Arabic translation of this treatise. The golden age of surgery in ancient India rests largely on the shoulders of Susruta, who lived sometime between 700 and 600 BC. See, the golden age of surgery. See, we can say that the golden age of surgery, it lies on the shoulders of Susruta, who lived in between 700 and 600 BC. Susruta practiced and propagated the art of surgery at the University of Banaras in the ancient city of the Varanasi, located on the banks of river Ganga. So what is they saying? Susruta practiced and propagated the art of surgery. So where did he propagate the art of surgery? At the University of Banaras, in the ancient city of Varanasi, located on the banks of river Ganga. Susruta asserted that a physician should invest efforts to prevent diseases as much as creative remedial procedures. So what did Susruta say? That a physician should invest efforts. That means a physician should put his efforts to prevent disease than creative remedial procedures. An important means of prevention, stated Susruta, is physical exercise and hygienic habits and practice. So what did Susruta say? An important means of prevention, that means an important means of preventing diseases is that, stated Susruta, is that physical exercise is important. You have to do physical exercise and hygienic habits, and you should be very clean. You should have hygienic habits and practice. He also stressed that excessive cautioning against such excess. See, he also stressed that the excessive stressiness exercise, that means exercise which gives great effort, can be injurious. See, all these exercise which you do, excessive exercise, if you do excessive exercise, that will be injurious and can make one person more susceptible. Susceptible means can be influenced or armed to diseases. Cautioning against such excess. Regular moderate exercise. So what type of exercise you should do? You should do regular, but it should be moderate. You should do regular exercise but in a moderate manner. So regular moderate exercise, suggested susruta, improves the resistance to disease. You will get resistance from disease if you do regular moderate exercise. And physical decay. Physical decay means physical breakdown. Then susruta was the first in human history to suggest that a student of human surgery should practice on objects resembling the diseased part or carcasses. So it was susruta who was the first. Susruta was the first in the human history. He was the first in the human history to suggest that a student of human surgery, that is a student who's of human surgery, he should practice. Where should he practice? On objects which are resembling the deceased body parts or carcasses. What is carcasses? That is the dead body of animals is called carcasses. He recommended incision studies on bottle guards. Incision means the cut made in the skin or flesh is called incision. He also recommended the incision studies. That means susruta is also telling that we should do studies on bottle guards, cucumbers, leather bags filled with fluids and bladders of dead animals. The Susruta Samhita mentions various methods of cure and correction, including the reconstruction of a nose, or it is called rhinoplasty. That is the plastic surgery done on the nose is called the rhinoplasty. So susruta also mentions the various methods to cure and correction of the reconstruction of a nose, that is called rhinoplasty. It is the plastic surgery which is done on the nose. Many of the susruta's contributions are discussed even today. See, most of these contributions are even discussed today. Some of these includes the rituala, that is heart pain, circulation of body fluids such as blood, diabetes, obesity and hypertension. So all these are contributions which susruta has done. Okay, that is about heart pain, then the circulation of body fluids such as blood and diabetes, obesity and hypertension, that is high blood pressure. It is observed that the first mention of leprosy is described in Susruta Samhita. So you can also see that the first mention of leprosy. What is leprosy? It is a contagious disease of the skin. Leprosy is a contagious disease of the skin. So it is observed that the first mention of leprosy, it is discussed in this Susruta Samhita. This book also discusses kidney stones and their surgical removal. In this book called Susruta Samhita, it is also discussed about kidney stones and their surgical removal. Susruta gave considerable attention and time to ophthalmic study. What is ophthalmic study? Ophthalmic means the study which is related to the eye, to your eyes. So, Susruta also gave considerable attention and time to ophthalmic study as conditions such as cataracts. What is cataract? It is the lens of the eye when it is affected. It is called cataract. The lens of the eye is affected. It is called cataract. As cataracts were common even during this time. In his treatise, he describes 70 different types of eye diseases. But Susruta also describes 70 in his treatise. Susruta also describes the different types of eye diseases, out of which 51 require surgery. And Susruta is telling that out of the 70 different types of eye diseases, 51 requires surgery. 50 type of this eye disease requires surgery. But Susruta describes and used 101 blunt instrument and 20 sharp instruments, which according to him should have an edge so fine that it should divide the air on the skin. So what did Susruta describe? Susruta describes and used 101 blunt. What is blunt? Blunt instruments means lacking a sharp edge or point is called blunt. But Susruta also described and used 101 blunt instruments and 20 sharp instruments, which according to him should have an edge. He is telling that this instrument should have an edge so fine that it should divide the air on the skin. That it should divide the air on the skin. Is samdamsa yantras are actually the first forms of modern surgical instruments, such as spring forceps and dissection and dressing forceps. See, his samdamsa yantras, that is Susruta's samdamsa yantras, are the first forms of modern surgical instruments. What is this samdamsa yantras? They are the first modern surgical instruments, such as spring forceps and dissection. What is dissection? The act of cutting a dead person is called dissection. And dressing forceps. He was the pioneer for naming surgical instruments after birds or animals. So pioneer means what? A person who is first. No, is called the pioneer. He was the pioneer for naming surgical instruments after birds or the animals. For example, hawkbill forceps and scissors, crocodile forceps, crow-faced forceps, and tiger-faced forceps. All these are instruments which are given for different birds, and animals. So it was Susruta who mentioned all this. Okay, the system of names is prevalent even today. So even today, doctors use this type of names. This system is also prevalent even today. Even before Joseph Lister put forth the concept of auspices, Susruta was already aware of it and was practicing it during surgeries. See, even before this man called Joseph Lister, he only put forth the concept of auspices. What is auspices? It's a state of being free from disease. Okay. So even before Joseph Lister put forth this auspices, Susruta was already practicing this during his surgery. In addition to all these, there are numerous contributions made by Susruta in the field of surgery, such as the extraction of foreign bodies, tooth extraction, removal of urinary stones, locating and treating fractures, and performing the cesarean operation. So, see what is they saying? In addition to all these, there are numerous contributions. There are also another contributions which is made by Susruta. What are the another contributions made by Susruta in the field of surgery? So what are the contributions made by Susruta in the field of surgery? Like the extraction of foreign bodies, the tooth extraction, that is related to your teeth. Then the removal of urinary stones. See the stones which are in the urine. Locating and treating fractures, and performing the cesarean operation. What is cesarean operation? That is a surgery to take baby from the woman's body is called cesarean operation. Now it is a surgery to take the baby from a woman's body. Now, being a genius and perfectionist in all aspects of surgery, he attached great importance to seemingly unimportant factors such as scars after healing. So whatly? Being a genius and perfectionist in all aspects of surgery. But Susruta was a genius and also a perfectionist in all the aspects of surgery. He attached great importance to seemingly unimportant factors. He also gave importance to unimportant factors such as scars after healing. He went as far as prescribing ointments to achieve this. He also prescribed ointments to achieve this. For this scars and all, no, he also used to, he went and far and he prescribed also. He is the one who prescribed ointments for the scars for healing after the operation. So, then what is the moral of this lesson? The moral of the lesson is being observant and alert help us invent new things. You have to be observant and alert. If you are observant, if you observe things around you and you are very alert, it helps you to invent new things and discover ways to help humanity, and however it will become a way to help the humanity. Okay, I hope you all understood this lesson. Please subscribe to my channel. Please go through this lesson. Okay children, I'll meet you in the next class. Until then, bye.